Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tyler Collier, and here I'm going over the top 16 matches I had at Columbus, Ohio Regional. It was the end of OP02 for One Piece. Here's my run. I Zoro Mirror, Zoro Mirror, Zoro no Luffy, and then I'm playing in the finals here versus Thomas Nguyen. And I just wanted to go over this match a little bit and record it before it gets taken down from the VOD. And yeah, hope you enjoy.
All right, we are back with the finals with Law versus Zoro. This is a revenge match for the Zoro, for Tyler here. It's going against Thomas on Law. Thomas has numerous tops prior to this and has always been playing continuously, playing Law since. And now he is back at it again, but this time in the finals, going for the win. What are your takes going into this game?
I'm super excited. Both of these players we've seen multiple times on stream. Both of them are playing masterfully. They are both just incredible to watch. It's really nice to just see and get to see that their plays, because they're playing as close to perfect as I think you can. It's a very exciting matchup. Again, we saw it yesterday. I think Zoro has like maybe a tiny bit of advantage because it has access to a lot of removal. But Law has it's Law, man. Law has the highest ceiling in the game, I think.
Yes, it has one of the lower floors and one of the higher ceilings simply because of playstyle and player base. It requires a lot of skill, it requires a big brain, and sometimes you just need a miracle, as we saw yesterday. There was definitely a miracle draw.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think no matter what, both of these players are going to put on an excellent show. I think they're both going to give it their all, and I'm very excited to see how this matchup turns out. Zoro has a really strong curve, and if it can hit that curve against Law, it's gonna be hard for Law to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. I said it yesterday. I did say it was also Zoro favorite as well,
Mhm.
but I also did say Thomas will be taking the win. I'm putting my words on it, and I hope he does take the win just so I don't have to eat my words.
Right, yeah. No, that's fair. So what are some things that Law is looking for in this matchup? Maybe what are some things you're looking for in your mulligan?
The biggest thing you're looking for is obviously the bouncing Law. Sometimes you don't need it, as we saw yesterday. You just don't need it, just have it, and can have the pressure with the restand Law instead. The other thing you want is as many searchers as possible to recursion your plays, to refresh your cards from a hand that you used. And even if they Nico Robin, or even if they Vista, you have your own. And of course, how many times can you shambles your Vista to remove bodies?
That's very true. Law giving you that recursion to pick something up and play it back down. You can do that with, we see Bonnie a lot. Bonnie is probably the more popular target just to search your deck for its most powerful cards. But you can also do it with Vista to clear your opponent's little things. And once you clear those little things, it loses a lot of aggression.
It definitely does. But here we go. There are players are finished setting up. They're getting ready for their play. And there's the handshake. And Law is going first.
Going first, playing a beige. Okay, just establishing a body. Turbo toward that 5 bodies on board type of deal.
Yep. So what's the Zoro have a turn? We do see the Dawn. It has the Dawn.
Okay. Yep, the Dawn declare 5. Look at the top. And then it looks like there's a Nami, a Chopper, and an Otama. I really love the Dawn grab Nami. It's such a good source of advantage.
It really is, because now you're refreshing your hand. You're getting a card that searches for war cards. You're never losing cards from your hand. You're always end up with counters or anything else. But now Law is at 3. Will we see an aggressive Law play by playing Zoro start rushing now, or will we see more bodies on board? He's playing the Brook to put 2 under Law and going for a 7K swing.
Yeah,
he wants to flood the board.
Exactly. Sometimes as Law, sometimes you're kind of just forced to play what you have because you do need to get to that threshold of 5 characters, and sometimes you just have to play broke. You can pick it up later, assuming it doesn't get removed, and it's going to be relevant. I think what would be good here would be a Vista, right? If you can play Vista to remove broke, you'll be able to force your opponent into a little bit of an awkward turn next turn.
Yes, for sure. You definitely prefer to remove broke over the blockers, as the blockers will be used as actual blockers eventually. However, broke can, because it's broke and because it's going against law, it can end up just going back to your hand, and now it's useful again.
Yeah, I agree. And one thing to always keep in mind against law is that you have to swap red into green and green into red. So one of the most powerful cards that they can swap into is the 5-drop law. Oh, and we have the Vista. So removing the brook takes a red source off of the field. Having the Vista to clear the brook. So far, this is going pretty good for Zoro.
Yes, and we are at 5 Dawn. Does Thomas have the triple 1-drop red card or something? Triple 1-drop to start shambling.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go 5 into lead.
And there is a 5K lead. Drops a Magura, Don. So that means he will not be shambling this turn at the very least.
Okay. Did Don grab Chopper?
Takes a Chopper.
Yeah, I like how Zoro actually had the option of playing a Nico Robin or a Vista there. I do like playing the Vista first because even though Robin will get a little bit more value next turn, it does prevent your opponent from going off this turn. So that play right there takes pressure off of you, basically.
Yes, you're playing in a type of format, and then against a deck where speed matters as much as control.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, you're definitely optimized for speed rather than the Nico Robin control. That's a whole extra turn slower.
Exactly. And we have 4 blockers here. Man, that's funny. A lot of blockers.
Blocker city plus a lot of control.
Absolutely. We know he has a jet pistol in hand. He's probably going to save that for one of the blocker laws. And okay, we're going to use a Beige here. All right, there's a Nico.
One. Nico Robin,
oh, double
one.
Nico.
Nico Robin number 2.
Wow.
For sure, bodies are being removed next turn if you don't deal with those.
That's
Nico
what
Robins.
I'm saying. Thomas is going to have to find a way, maybe just to clear up one of these. If both of them survive, it's going to pick apart the board pretty handily. I think these choppers are going to end up going away if he can't deal with at least one of them.
Yes, and that is a 5K at lead. You do have 7 Dons available. Another 5K at lead with the Don, 5 Dons remaining.
Oh man, I think that is triple Whitebeard. So, that is something. It's triple Whitebeard, Zoro, Vista. Oh, this is tough, man.
So there's no counters in that hand essentially.
Yeah.
So if you're able to push through, that's gonna be scary. And there is a Bonnie to search.
Yeah.
He searches another Bonnie. You have, I believe, 3 Dons remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Shambo.
Are we going to see a law? There we go. Law pick up Bonnie. And what are we going to do? Replay. Ooh, Zoro.
Well, you start rushing with it.
No, keeping it up.
Pass this turn with the Zoro. Because right now, we have vision, but they don't. They don't know he has no counters in hand. But he does know there is a pistol in hand. That pistol is probably going to come down onto that law.
Yeah, so here's your I was gonna say there's the option of playing the Whitebeard because you don't have that much counter in your hand, but there's also the option of just dismantling the opponent's board. Pistol plus double Nico Robin effect is just gonna eat away at this board, and your opponent, he does have double Bonnie, so I mean double Bonnie is a great way to reestablish board, but it might be, he might not have like Don efficiency in order to do so.
Yeah. However, as you were saying about the Whitebeard was not going to come down that turn as he's at 8 Dawn.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that solves that problem, huh?
So he takes the hit. He takes a look at the life. That means it's possibly a trigger.
Yeah, Jet Pistol would be cool here, taking out the Robin.
He's thinking. It would be a great
Yeah.
jet pistol here to hit the second Robin.
Nah, okay. All right.
He just takes it to hand. It could
Yeah.
be a radical beam too. So that way it forces the Tyler to commit extra
Here we go, and
to
Robin
other
again,
plays.
taking out the choppers because they're a red source. We want to get rid of as many red sources as we can. Just another 5K. Oh, he's reaching for the life, and he's going down to 1.
It takes it. It's down to 1 already.
Down to 1. Yep.
And then 5 at lead.
Getting out of that one.
And then 1 for a chopper.
Ooh, chopper. 1 for chopper, and then leaving 1 up to present radical beam. Okay.
But does he actually have radical beam? We don't know.
We don't know. And then, Chopper, is Chopper just going to get visted? That's a good question.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with Bonnie here. Looking at the top
Bonnie
5.
number 1 gets a beige.
Gets a beige. Okay. There you go. Nice little 1 cost to refill the board.
Yep.
I
It's
couldn't
gotta start filling
really.
the board at some point.
Yeah, I couldn't really see the targets there, so I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But another
And
Bonnie.
then second Bonnie takes
Ooh.
the blocker law. So that will allow you to make more plays.
Yeah, that is a solid get off of the Bonnie there because, you have the option of attacking with the Zoro here you could just attack into one of the Nika Robins and then you play your Beige and then you can do some swip swapping. So plenty of stuff you can do here.
This question is, how much Dawn do you want to invest into these attacks?
Mm-hmm.
First, a 5K swing.
Yeah, looks like the answer is none. You just go for it. Okay, using Machina to protect the Robin. I do like that. It's the more Robins survive, the better position you're in as the Zoro player.
Yes, for sure. You want to keep as many of these attackers available. Second swing, this time with the law. Nico Robin goes. Beige for 1. There's the Shamos effect for Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
just replay the Zoro and
for law and then Zoro, and now a 6K Zoro.
Yeah, we can chopper block.
Well,
I don't know.
He can.
Could.
Does he chopper block?
I don't know. So it feels like now is a turn that we're going to go into Whitebeard. So Nico Robin doesn't have a ton of value next turn, but the turn after that, she's going to, reemerge as one of the better cards on our board. So he decides, yes, we are going to chopper block.
He does chopper block, but because he has cards in hand, he's also threatening. He doesn't know I have no counter.
Exactly.
He can actually play the Whitebeard now.
Yeah.
And put the Dawn under Nico Robin for the swing and start removing bodies.
Yeah, you can go after Zoro pretty heavily here, get rid of one of the Beiges. He'd have to defend a 5K and a 7K.
Yeah, and then getting through 2 life plus an extra swing as a 7K leader is not easy to do. And if I'm staring down 5 cards in hand, I'm going to think there's at least 3-4K counter minimum in that hand.
Okay, so deciding to put a Dawn under the leader, he still can Whitebeard here, but... Oh, and we're going for Vista. Okay,
Vista,
so it looks like
does not Whitebeard.
Looks like we're going to try to go for some type of clear here. Vista and Nico Robin can get rid of both Beige blockers. This also opens up an avenue for, Nami to attack the Bonnie. So we can go for mostly full clear. And he still, does he still have the jet pistol that he searched with Nami? I don't
No,
think
he used it already, but he does have a rush roll. Yep. He did top deck a rush roll. He could potentially even try and go for game instead.
Okay, that's true too, yeah.
He goes 6. We'll pop the other beige. Now, is he going at the Zoro or is he going at life? Whichever it is, a 2K counter is enough.
2K counter is enough. Yep, might as well get the Bonnie off while we can. Use one of our chumps. Fair enough.
And there
Here we
is
go.
a
Okay.
7K swing.
Oh, and we're gonna use that
Radical
radical
beam.
beam.
He does have 4 dons available. He can Zoro here and put a don on it for a 7K swing. I do think he plays the Zoro.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether you attack with it or not, it's in the air.
Yeah, his opponent can just block with law and then drop a 2K, assuming if he makes it a 7K. If he makes it a 6, he can just block with law and then drop a 1K. So,
yes.
And
we know he has the Bonnie in hand.
Yeah, we know he has options here.
He goes 7. 7 into Zoro.
Zoro and it dies. Wow, okay.
He's now at 10 Don. He needs to refill the board and remove bodies.
Yeah, it's going to be... I don't really see a way for him to... Oh, and grabbing a law off of the Bonnie. That's the third law of this game. These Bonnies finding these laws are really good for Thomas here. And Nami. What do you think? Will he
find a Zoro?
A Zoro or Chopper would be pretty excellent.
He finds a Luffy.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Definitely not bad. So he used 3 dons so far. He has 5 dons available. So he's not able to play Luffy and Shambles because he doesn't have enough don for that.
No, I know. I think he has it's quite a little hard to see what's in his hand. I think he has a Dodon. There we go. Curly Dodon coming down, looking at the top 5.
He's definitely searching.
Oh,
that one whiffed.
Not good for Thomas there. Does he have another 1-drop? I think he does.
But he's also really low on cards. He's got
he's
3 cards, it looks like.
Yeah, it's
and we know 2 of them. 2 cards with no counters.
Wow, that whiff is huge. Is he gonna be able to fill his board at this point? We go 5 into Robin. Oh, it's a Vista. Okay, so how much Don does he have? He would need 5 Don to be able to fill the board and swap, which it looks like he can do. I think he has 5 Don available.
He is able to do that.
I don't think he's going to be able to close out the game, and it's going to be incredibly hard to survive.
Yes.
He will have 2. Yeah, he will have 2 law blockers. That's a good start.
That is a very good start. But however, Tyler does not have counters in his hand either. So if he makes the Vista play and makes the law to bounce, he can clear both Vistas.
Yeah.
Or he can clear a Vista plus a Nami. I think it's clear Vista plus a Nami. Because then it takes away the potential Makino play. Or Magura
I agree.
Play.
Taking away that Makino, Magura, there's such strong cards, you don't want to give your opponent access to them. We also saw Tyler, Zoro player, opting to attack with the Vista instead of the Nami, just in case he can draw a Makino. Very smart. I like the way he did that. Man, this is a tough decision here. Thomas also has the option of shambles in the Luffy, and then the Luffy could attack the Zoro. So that is an option as well here.
No, he cannot shamble here.
Well,
unless he plays Vista.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So he could Vista, shambles in Luffy. That's Okay, looks like we're going attack into something. The Vista, we're gonna clear.
Vista, interesting. Plays a Vista. There's the Shamble. Shambles Vista. Plays Law. Law will Shambles back.
He's thinking, do I want to replay my Nami and go for a 2K? Do I want to play Vista and get rid of Vista?
Vista to remove the Vista.
Fair enough. All right, looks like Zoro's going to survive. Thomas, he's in a little bit of a rough spot having 1 blocker.
Here's the thing. Thomas, we know Thomas has a Nami and a Luffy in hand, and Tyler has the Rush Zoro. So he can actually swing 7 now. Swing 7 at life. He has to. He takes this.
Very solid. Okay. We have another.
And then he swings 8 at life. And then plays the Rush Zoro swing for game.
Yeah, looks like he's doing exactly that. You have to block with Law
He has to
here.
block it.
And,
And here's the rush
and the other
Zoro.
Zoro is coming down. And we're going to equip
And
the
then
rest
the
of our
rest of
Don.
Dons goes on to him, and that is
That's
lethal.
game. Zoro taking game 1. Double. I didn't need any of the white beats in my hand. I had 3. I didn't need any of them.
There's just no counter in hand, but even then, even with no counters, there was enough pressure early and mid game that it did not need to be played.
Yeah, wow.
So Tyler takes the revenge match of game 1. We're heading to game 2.
You know, I do think Thomas did a good job of clearing the board there. He really did his best to put himself in a winning position. Choose to go first or second.
And
he's going to choose
first. It should be first because you don't want Zoro to have first blood, and it also takes them off of the on curve white beer. And giving in first blood is never the way to go.
Yep. Yeah, you know, we've seen it, you know, time and time again this tournament. The Zoro curve going first is so strong. It can get out of hand very quickly. And we're going to start with the Nami here.
There's a Zoro, Chopper, Brook, and Uta.
Okay.
But Uta and Whitebeard will be going to the bottom of the deck. That's one less of each.
No Nico Robin on the top.
We end up with the Zoro. He chooses for the aggression with the 3-cost rush Zoro. Second Nami? No, it's a Chopper.
Okay. Just going to go 6 in the lead here.
Takes it. And double 1 cost.
All right. All right. You know, Law just playing playing his small guys to try to load up that board early.
Yep.
And again, so we saw.
If there is no Vista, there is a chance of shambling right away, right after.
Yeah.
Starts with 5K, takes it.
Take it. And I do see a Vista in the hand there. Wow.
Will he play it though?
I mean, it feels good, right?
It definitely does feel good.
Yeah.
Magura, he wants the aggression. That Nami is about to go in.
Yeah, we're gonna apply a little pressure here.
Nami 5. Counters.
Getting rid of the Law there.
3, 4, the Vista as expected. There goes the Nami.
Charlie Nami. I like that. You know, you don't want to give him the opportunity to cycle the Nami to get more cards in hand. I do like that.
So now that he has 5 Dons, he has to have 3 1-drop. Otherwise, he cannot shamble this turn.
We'll see. We got plenty of time. Finals untimed. We can take as much time in the world. You know, just take a minute to think. Like we said, Law, we've said it time and time again. Big brain. Law is a big brain deck. We want to make sure we're playing as optimally as possible.
So right here, Tyler has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand, and we know one. One of them being Zoro.
Okay, it's got another Nami.
Yep.
Okay, and we're just gonna go 5. Looks like 5 into Nami.
He wants to remove the Nami, get rid of as many attackers as possible.
Yep, Nami getting a ton of value. She searched a card, she got a card out of your opponent's hand, and she blocked an attack. And we're just gonna slam Luffy here and pass. Luffy very susceptible to a jet pistol here if Zoro has one. I think this would be a pretty strong jet pistol.
Very much so.
Yeah, you would be able to pressure the life with your leader effect and your Vista, and you'd be able to remove Luffy. So this would be a crazy pistol if he has one.
He goes 5 at lead first.
Okay, we're going to take it down to 2 life. Radical Beam is now online.
I do believe he does have Otam. Oh, he goes
there we go.
Zoro. He wants the pressure instead.
Zoro for
Zoro
5.
goes in. There's a 1 key.
Mhm.
Well, we see a second Zoro. Oh, it's a
second
Vista.
Vista.
He's just
Dang,
constantly
double.
removing bodies. He's not allowing Thomas to shambos here.
Wow, double Vista, super strong opening. Oh man, Thomas
Starts with 1. That
starts
is
with a Nami. Oh,
Nami
grab the
grabs
Zoro.
Zoro. He has,
Mm.
I believe, 6 downs available.
We're gonna go 5. You think he's
I
attacking
would
the
assume
character?
this is the Zoro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would too.
Character Zoro.
Yeah, exactly. Character Zoro. He's just letting it go.
Yep. 6 at leader. First damage. Oh, second damage.
Yeah, second. Imagine that's a pistol. Oh man, the game would be over. Imagine that was a
would
jet
be
pistol.
over. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tough.
A
Okay, we're gonna
Vista?
play a Vista. Targeting
He
the
has-
Magra. Okay.
A Makino. All right.
Mhm.
Now he can shambles. He can finally shambles here.
There we go. Man, the question is, I mean, we saw him add a Zoro. What can he even pick up if he doesn't have a 5-drop law here?
He does.
Oh, never mind. He does.
And then a
Perfect.
second.
And then replay the Vista, target the Vista. Okay, so he did have a 5-drop law, luckily. That's a super right. He is now reestablished board. He's not in the worst position now. He cleared his opponent's board while establishing his own. That was a great use of his turn there.
Yes. And because he is at 2 life, he is not exactly in lethal range.
Yeah.
Especially since it's only a Chopper, a Vista, and a Zoro leader.
Yeah. Zoro might have to take some time this turn to figure out what he wants to do.
Yeah. Zoro is at 8 Dawn. Now, what will he do for those? I do believe there was a Makino in hand and Otama in hand. Not sure on the rest.
Yeah. Okay, start with a Nami. That's good.
Nami's always good.
Yep. And what are we looking for here? I mean, pistol, a 2K, a Zoro Rusher. All of these would be great options.
I would say pistol or Zoro. Yep, there's the Zoro.
Yeah, there's a Zoro. Man, I want to know how many cards Law has in hand.
He has been using up a lot of cards as they're constantly being removed by Vistas.
Yeah. He's had to commit like a lot of blockers and not a lot of searchers, so I couldn't imagine he has more than like maybe somewhere between 3 and 4. He's shuffling just off screen. I can't tell, but I'm very curious.
He starts with 6 into Luffy, and he just lets it go.
And we clear the Luffy. Wow.
It's not worth protecting Luffy when you could end up losing the game in exchange. There is the Rush Zoro.
Now, how big do we make this? And just
he keeps it at 6.
Going down to 1.
Will there be another Rush Zoro?
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy here. Another Rush Zoro. That'd be kind of crazy. He can make Vista attack.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah. Vista could attack for 6 and leave 1 up for Radical Beam. It's a play. It's an option. Vista right now sitting at 4K. Yeah, I think another Rush Zoro here would be pretty strong.
He commits the Vista. It's a 7K swing. 7K swing, no blockers. There's a Radical Beam. There's an Otama. There was a Makino. That's a lot of counters.
There we go. So yeah, we're gonna check block with Law and then dump a 2K to protect. All right, Zoro at 3 life with the chopper blockers, not really in danger of dying. He's got a pretty decent amount of counter in hand.
He starts with the Vista onto Vista.
Yep, I like that.
If it's a play that you're gonna make, you start playing. You start doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's and no Zoro real being at 3 life is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of life. Yeah, Law's at 1, so Zoro, whenever he wants to flip that switch, he can just start pressuring his opponent's life. If this Zoro survives, he is threatening lethal. This Zoro character card. If it survives the turn, he's threatening lethal.
For sure. Let's see. He goes 5 into the Zoro. Oh, that's so much counter. You got a White Beard, you have a Radical Beam, and 2 2Ks. There's
we're gonna get rid of
Nami.
that Nami. Just getting
Don't
rid of
need
the
Nami
1K.
anymore.
We want to. Yep, we want to save our 2Ks to protect this Zoro as best we can.
Goes another
Ooh, and we're
5
gonna
into Zoro.
Another 5. We do also have chopper blockers, so if he's gonna let it go. Okay,
Let
that's
that one
fair.
go. All right. He doesn't want to use his 2Ks. Thing is, Nami and Chopper, both of them can be pumped up with Makino.
That's true.
We see a Radical Beam plus, I think, 2 other cards.
Yeah, he also just has the option of playing the 9-drop Whitebeard next turn, swinging for 7, and just kind of setting up that play as well.
Yeah, the setup play is definitely very strong. If you see a 9-drop Whitebeard, chances are you might just let the beach go and just block it.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a Vista.
It's so tough.
I'm trying so hard to see what's in the hand.
I know. Yeah, they're playing close to the chest. It's smart to do that, but I want to know. I want to know what's in the hands. Yeah. Tom is hitting a meditation right now. We're just we're just thinking here. I like it. He looks calm. You gotta be calm.
Is it worth applying pressure now with the law?
Oh, that's tough. So we're swinging 6 here, and we're just gonna block with Chopper. Okay.
He does block. So now this is actually not terrible. Removing the Nami.
Yeah, I agree. Vista would be the 4th body. Full clear on the board.
Okay.
Nami can't re-attack the Nami.
Does Shambo takes 1 Vista, the rested one, for restand law. That explains why he does attack with it.
There we go. Leaving 1 up for a Radical Beam.
Does he attack?
Do I attack again?
It's actually not bad. He does apply more pressure that way.
This is a pretty safe attack. Unless it's specifically Jet Pistol, it is a safe attack, I think.
Yes. I say this is a really good attack right here. Forces a card out of hand when he takes a life. And there's really not many ways for him to really kill the law besides with a pistol or go really big on the Zoro.
Oh, okay.
He accidentally flicked the card off.
Flick the card. It's okay. We're just gonna have the judge come repair it. No harm, no foul. And we're going to Tendon. So look, you have a completely clear field. Is it Whitebeard time?
This might be Whitebeard time.
You're at 3. I mean, honestly, being at 3 life against law, it just feels good to play Whitebeard here.
Yes.
And now, I mean, we have that 1 Don. We could leave it up for Radical Beam. We could swing 8 at the law to try to bait the Beige blocker. Or we could just swing 7 at face, which also baits Beige blocker. So it's one or the other, right?
Yeah. We know he has a 2K and a Radical Beam. He opts to keep the Radical Beam live and just swing 7 into whether leader or law when he opts to block.
Yeah. Now, my opponent's leader is a 7K. He has 3 life. It's just going to be, only 2 in hand. Playing Bonnie. It's going to be really hard to kill Zoro this turn. It's not really going to be possible to remove Whitebeard. That's a start. Don't let me speak too soon. That is a start. Not really. I mean, I think it's just.
I do believe there's 4 cards in hand right now.
Yeah. Zoro doing a good job here of threatening lethal while also being really hard to kill. 3 cards in hand from Zoro, 3 in hand from Law. There we go. We're going to play around our pistols.
He puts 1
here.
under the Zoro, under the Law. Make sure it's not in pistol range. So starts with a 7K swing, takes it.
It was a Zoro. Wow, that's a good pickup.
That's a
3
really
cost
good
Zoro.
pickup. That might be it.
Yeah, that was a solid. That was a solid life here. If you deal, this is the problem too. If you deal too much damage to Zoro, you might be giving them an out. You know, Whitebeard clears any 1-drop blockers that he might have. It's not going to be a threat.
Goes
Here we go,
for
7 at
another
lead.
7K swing.
I think you want to get out of this one, don't you?
Double Machino. No.
No? Okay. He's going to go down
Wow,
to
he
1.
takes it.
Maybe he's got a Nami. Nami can find a pistol. Maybe he's looking for just looking for plays next turn. You know, if you take like we said, if we take life, it could give us options, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and we just know our opponent just doesn't. Yeah, okay. Okay. Gonna
Yes, a
shambles.
shamble.
Picking up Bonnie to play Zoro.
Play Zoro. 4 cards in hand, passing turn.
Okay. We know, I want to say we know 2 of the cards in hand. We know Bonnie and we know starter deck Law.
Yes. So that's
Does
2K.
Tyler know?
We
does
also
Tyler know any other card?
Yeah. That's also. I don't think he does. I don't. Tyler does not know any other cards. We do though. we know
do,
one
yeah.
other card. Yeah.
I can see. I think 1 is a Radical Beam.
Yes. And then 1 mystery.
Yeah, 1 mystery card. So okay. Anyway, here's the question, right? How does Tyler find game?
How'd you know? We know them all.
Mm-hmm.
We know them all. It is a Vista. It's Vista.
Vista.
Radical Beam. Bonnie.
Okay.
What's the other? I lost track.
Okay, so, yeah, it's okay. So we're going 9 here into lead. And he's taking it. Okay, yeah, he can just block the Whitebeard swing. It's not a big deal.
So they're taking that 9K swing here is actually extremely scary. Since I know you have the blocker here, what if there is a Gordon play right here?
Yeah, Gordon would be insane. You would be able to equip so much Dawn to your Whitebeard here. So Tyler could play. He could play his 3-drop Zoro just to play it, poke for 5. Yeah, okay.
He does play it.
Well, really poke for 6, but
he needs to put in the pressure.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't win this turn, there is potential lethal coming right back.
Oh, and he is not splitting hairs. We're gonna go 8 here.
9K here.
And we're gonna go 9 here. Excuse me, my bad. So this is gonna be, your opponent has Radical Beam plus a 1K. Whitebeard swings on Law here. I guess you just swing life. It doesn't matter. He blocks either way.
If swing at life forces the block, swing at Law. If there's enough counter, he gets out of it. It is an 11K swing.
It's an 11. So I think it would be better to swing at, this is like very minor, but it would be better to swing at life because that forces the Law blocker, and the Law blocker is more valuable than the starter deck Law, right? Is that right?
In this case, in this specific situation, it does not matter. But he is down to 1 life, 4 cards in hand. 1 being Radical Beam would not be able to do anything. So this may potentially be lethal going for in Thomas's favor.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go 7, 7, 7. You can even bump up to 5. This is going to be game here.
So first 7 counters out. He has 2Ks left in hand.
Yeah.
Next 7.
Man, and we're gonna take it. Okay, got a Bonnie. Yeah, we're gonna, just play Bonnie for the effect, so that we can shambles out, and then we're gonna untap Law and attack again. That's gonna be too much.
That is lethal. We're now going into
game 3. I wonder if it would have been better, right? So you could have played the Zoro, just swung and checked like anything, just 1 card out of hand, and then you equip 2 Dawn to Whitebeard, swing, clear Nami, force a block, and then that way your opponent loses the Nami, and you still have 1 Dawn up for Radical Beam, and Radical Beam I think Radical Beam would have gotten him out of that 7K, so he still would have had 1 last life that the Law player couldn't have taken there. So I wonder if that would have been the better play.
Yeah. So I do believe, like you said, board removal there was definitely a better play rather than going for life. Because the moment you be unable to use up all
a character,
either block,
yeah, exactly.
you had it.
Meant the win both.
Good luck, and
so before Ying, what do you think he'll pick?
I think he picks go first.
100% agree. We can see Nami into Nico Robin into whatever, and then you can slam 9-drop Whitebeard on curve. So the curve Zoro has going first is crazy. You do give Law to Dawn extra, like you give them like extra Dawn. How do you think that could impact the matchup?
Oh man, the double cut. We saw that.
Yeah, double cut.
And then cut again and cut again. Here we go.
Yo.
This is it.
All right, what did
we
Zoro?
do see a
Zoro
Nami open.
Oh, open and a Dawn, a Nami and a Dawn in the Zoro hand. That is a solid
Nami,
opener.
Dawn, Otama, Zoro. We see
Beige, double radical beam.
Zoro +1.
That's actually not very good. Those radical beams were great in the late game, but they are not cards you can commit to the board early game.
So there's the Nami search.
All right, Nami, are you gonna grab a Nico? Yes. Oh my
goodness.
Wow, Nami grab Nico Rob. That's exactly what Zoro wants to see. That's exactly what he wants to see.
He has the perfect turn to play now. You see a beige?
Play out
and then passing turn.
Wow, that's not it.
Unfortunate. Because we know that Nico Robin's about to be dropped.
Yeah.
And if he blocks with the beach, I would not play the Nico Robin yet. I would just play the Dawn and start searching first.
Yeah, we'll see what he does.
No, he keeps the beach up. So yes, you do play the Nico Robin, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you here. Solid. There we go.
There is. Does he have the out to the Nico Robin?
Does he have what? Otama Vista? No. I'm playing the Dawn. We really need to find a Nami off this. Oh, okay.
There was a Nami, but he thought about taking Otama instead.
Yep. We really needed to find a Nami. Now we can start playing, and then this Nami needs to find. What do you think would be good here?
Anything that's not whiffing.
Yeah, that's true. And it whiffs. Oh,
and he whiffs.
Oh, and then just going 6. Yeah, Zoro's happy here. Take the life. Don't tell me this is pistol. Don't do it. Oh, that would adding insult to injury at that point.
But right here, it just shows how Law is extremely reliant on these searchers. These searchers are not 100% guaranteed to hit. They will miss at some point, and it's really showing the pain, the damage it's dealing just by missing.
Yeah, there's plenty of game left to play, but this is about, again, it's just like game 1, this is really about the perfect start. So we're gonna swing 5. What do you think we hit here? The Nami?
Nami.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's the Nami.
I agree. And we're just gonna go 5 here. I feel like he's gonna take it. We do see a Vista in the Law's hand. Vista might come in here.
That might be why he considered getting Otama instead for the follow-up turn. But then he thought to himself, you know what? Nico Robin is going to be attacking. It will be rested. I can just attack over it instead.
And here we're just going to go 5. Law thinking about, do I want to take it? Oh, he's okay. Getting rid of a Bonnie. That is solid. Oh,
and
no.
Then a Vista play.
Getting rid of the red source. So smart. We're getting rid of the searchers, getting rid of the red source. So smart. And a chopper to protect the Nico Robin. This is, again, about the perfect start you could expect from the Zoro deck. Oh, man.
There was the 3 for the Vista. There goes the chopper. Move the chopper first before attacking the Nico Robin, right?
I agree, yeah. Oh, man. How much Dawn can you afford to put on your leader and still establish a board? And how many cards can Zoro afford to discard to protect the Robin? I think if you can protect the Robin here, you might be protecting your win.
I do think you protect the Robin if you're able to.
Yeah. Man.
The amount of pressure Robin has against Law is immense.
I'm very excited right now. I can feel my heart beating a little faster. I love watching great games of One Piece, but you have to just take a moment to think, how do these players feel? They're the ones actually playing. They are under immense pressure right now. So they have to, it says something about the level of skill of a player where you can take a second, calm down and still play optimally, even with all this pressure on you. And this is exactly what Thomas is doing. He's taking his time and thinking out his plays very, very patiently. And here we're going to go swing.
He's definitely on the hot sheet. Going 5K at the Robin and getting Otama out. There is the Zoro play for another 5K. Will he drop another 2K counter, or will he let it go?
Oh, man, I think you really want to protect it if you can. Looks like he doesn't. Yeah, it would be able to attack the Zoro. Yeah, if you could keep it there, it would attack your opponent's Zoro while clearing the Beige. That would have been really strong if he could have protected it.
It would be strong. However, he's opting for the cards in hand a lot more than Nico Robin right now.
Yep. Okay.
Who started economy? There it is. It's going to start making work. As long as it can use this effect more than once, it has already done its job.
Yep. Oh, and just 6K gets rid of the Zoro. Oh, man. All right. We got, was it 6 Don? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have 6 Don left to just make plays, make attacks.
6 is a lot. Yep. Go 5 at lead.
5 at lead.
Those double radical is definitely not doing anything in hand. It's extremely painful to see. Seeing those early game, it just sits there and does nothing. You're not able to build your board with it. Oh,
yeah, it definitely does a lot. Oh, okay, we got pistol on Nami. Sure, that's the first pistol we've seen from Thomas like all weekend.
Really is.
But that thing is not.
That pistol might be a little too late now.
Yeah.
Plays a Zoro.
Just thinking he has
6, or will he add more to it?
Yeah, I think he has a Dodon in hand. So if he swings for 6, he can check a card out of his opponent's hand and then establish a Dodon. Or he can swing for 7 and try to guarantee a damage. Or he can swing for 8 and really try to guarantee that damage. Yeah. All right.
He goes 7.
Yeah.
Will he take a hit, or will he block? Or will he counter out?
Yeah.
Because this is his last life. When your back is against the wall and you're down to your last life, you never want to be 0 against Zoro when they're so healthy at 4.
Yeah, they have 4 life. That is tough. And we're going to have to just use the blocker here.
I think the blocker has to go.
Yeah. One Don left over. All right, we're using the blocker.
Blocker goes.
Yeah, Law. What do we have? What do we do with this one Don? Leave it up? Sure. We're still. Yeah, whatever.
This is.
I think you're still. Yeah, still representing Radical Beam. Even it is still a 2K at this point. Even if you.
He starts
Vista into Vista.
With the Vista and Vista, he has no reason not to.
Sure. Yeah, this is tough. It's just going to take so much Don, so much resources. We saw Law have to counter with a Bonnie earlier, which was huge.
So here's the thing, though, right? Zoro has used up a lot of resources to get to this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there is was that a Vista counter? Yes, that was a Vista counter.
Was okay.
I think he's debating whether to counter or not. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think he countered yet. I think he's gonna check both players' drops or their trash, see what's in play, what's possible to be played. Does my opponent have a rusher? If I protect the Zoro here, will they just summon another rusher and attack it? There we go.
Does counter out.
I would assume that Law would have, a rusher because they just weren't comboing, they weren't countering with certain cards. When you see them counter with the Jewelry Bonnie, that's like probably the only counter they have in their hand.
Yeah.
So I would assume they have a Luffy.
Yeah, it's also very painful to lose a Bonnie. That is a key cornerstone for your deck. And there is the Zoro. He puts 1 on Zoro. It goes 6 into the Zoro. Zoro goes.
We're bringing it back. We are bringing it back. Still plenty of game left to play.
So this is the difference between Law and Zoro here. Law is able to replenish the hand a lot easier than Zoro, simply due to card availability and access to searchers. There is the 9-drop Whitebeard.
That is a lot. We're going to use our leader. We're going to declare leader with Whitebeard using our Nami. We're going to be able to swing for 8, which swings so well into the Law. And we're just going to use one of our
number
radicals.
1. All right.
Yeah, this is not. We're still at 4 life. Oh man! Even if we're going to take some damage this turn, that's going to replenish our hand.
Oh, there's the Bonnie. He had another Bonnie. Can he start searching? There is a chance for a comeback.
Wow, Bonnie find Law. That's what you want to see. Slow start doesn't mean slow finish. Man.
He needs 2 more bodies, or at least he has to play the Law in order to bounce the Bonnie. He cannot let the Bonnie die. The moment the Bonnie dies, it's over.
Okay, and a Vista.
There's the Vista. Not sure how many cards are left in hand. I know there is a Radical and a Law.
Yeah. Do you have another 1-drop?
Wait, not too sure.
Okay, got a 2-drop. That works. We got Brook. Now our leaders are 7K. It attacks your leader pretty well.
There's a Shamble. Takes the Brook back to hand to play.
There we go. Okay, picking up the Vista. Okay.
And keeps the Vista.
Yeah. And we got
he wants
one
the
up
extra
for
counter.
Game. Yeah.
And then passing turn. He's saying, you know what? You can pop the Bonnie. You can use your leader, your Whitebeard to pop the Bonnie. It is okay.
Yeah, I think, honestly, Law not out of the woods yet. Zoro could really, if he wants to, just make 2 really big swings, force a lot of cards out of hand, force a blocker here. He has the options to do these things if he chooses to do so. We see Zoro has a Nami in hand. He could play it. He will lose it to the Vista, but it could find something like a Jet Pistol. Do you think it's smart? I mean, do you just keep cards in hand and make Zoro really big, make Whitebeard really big, and swing lead? I mean, do you think that's an option?
It is an option. However, it may not be optimal because if you're doing something like that, it also means you're losing card value as well. But that Nami searching a pistol, that is huge. Wow.
Yeah, that was immediately worth it.
That might have clinched the game for sure.
Yeah.
Because it looked like Law was about to come back right there with the searches.
Yeah, if we can force this other Law blocker, so we want to make we have 5 Don left. We can't make our leader 9. Let's think about it. We need to equip 2 Don to Whitebeard to kill the Bonnie.
Bonnie
which would mean we have
no matter what.
We'd only have 3 Don left, so our leader would actually only be 8, which means the Radical Beam can get out of it.
That is fine. It's fine for it to be 8. But the biggest thing you want is to apply the pressure. And you being at 3 life, make sure that you will not lose the following turn. What you want here is to, I think, swing 7 with Zoro, and then swing with the Whitebeard for 13, keeping 1 available for Radical Beam.
Okay, well,
he went big.
10. Oh, and we're taking it. Whitebeard's going to swing for 11.
11. Is he going to block it?
Yeah.
Oh, he blocks.
Block, Radical.
And
that's
2.
10 plus Brooks, 12. Okay.
He's saying, you know what? You can't win this turn. I will swing everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that Jet Pistol did come in clutch. But now we have the Bonnie back. I mean, like you said, this Bonnie is really going to help reestablish. I do like getting Radical Beam out of your opponent's hand, but I feel like you could have done that with an 8K leader swing just as well.
Yeah. But here he has to remove either the Whitebeard or somehow go for lethal one way or another.
It is still going to be pretty difficult. Okay, we got Zoro swing, and then counter. I think it is going to be pretty difficult to kill Zoro with 3 life here.
Yeah.
So we have a whole nother turn of big swings next turn, if he survives.
But he did take 1 card out of hand, a 1K counter. And he has $9 remaining. 1 under the law to dodge the pistol. Because right now he needs to have blockers, and having that one law blocker is not enough to survive.
Yeah. How many jet pistols does Zoro play? How many? Man, at this point, if you're Zoro, I think you're a little scared, not of dying this turn, but you're scared of blockers. We know Whitebeard can clear at least one Beige or Chopper blocker, but if your opponent gets stuff like another 5-drop Law off of this Bonnie, you could be in a very rough spot.
A second 5-drop Law would be able to establish a presence to not lose, but it does not necessarily say you win either.
Right. I wonder what he's thinking about. Do we go 9 Dawn on
he
leader,
has a
swing
Rush
on
Luffy.
Whitebeard? Yeah.
He has a Bonnie. He has a Vista. I do believe he has one more card. Oh, no, Radical Beam.
Radical. I think he used both.
Oh yeah, he did. He did use both.
He used both.
So there's no more Radical Beams.
I wonder what he's thinking about. 9 Dawn on leader, attack Whitebeard.
I don't think that's enough.
Yeah. Your opponent has 2 cards in hand, so you would have to get to 14
that is
exactly.
enough, actually.
That's exactly
That is
enough, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that's a silly play. That was a joke. I don't think that's correct. Man. 5 in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in hand. One's a Rush Luffy, you're right. One's a Vista. Yeah.
He can never do that, because if he does that,
Yeah. No, he
Zoro
can't
just
do that.
goes 9-9.
Yeah. Man, all right, this is tough. Yeah, Thomas taking his time. Really, I mean, this turn is the difference between winning and losing here. So we need to. Oh, that's another 5-drop Law in his hand. That is. I want to say that's another 5-drop Law. That's what it looks like
If
to
it
me.
is, then I do think you do Bonnie Search, because you need more blockers.
Yeah, you need at least. He has Vista, so he would need to find another card to play with Bonnie as well.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's thinking about playing Luffy the hard way, that would be a little bit too much Dawn. So Luffy
I
would
think
be
that
5.
might be
That's one too much Dawn. So he needs to find something to play with this Bonnie.
Does he search? Because what he needs.
He's so hesitant.
He is very hesitant. But there is the search. He
Bonnie
search.
search.
He need to play.
We just need
No
anything.
way. He
What? Wow.
Oh,
What?
that's paying.
Okay.
Second
Another
one now.
Bonnie.
He has to. Like, he's committed. He's committed.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Grabbing another Law here. Thinking, do I want something else? We have options.
Law there.
Yep. We have blocker Law and restand Law. And we're going, okay.
Because I think he has the blocker Law already.
My heart skipped a beat when that Bonnie whiffed. I thought that might be the game.
Yeah. So I think you do play Vista here.
Yeah. He has
top, and then you bounce the. Yeah. There's the swing, 5K swing.
5. You take it, and if it's pistol, you win.
Let's see it.
Oh, yo. So, oh man, I'm getting caught up in this game, man. This is an excellent game. If this is Jet Pistol hit Zoro, the game's over. No, okay, it wasn't. Okay.
There's the Vista.
All right. Playing Vista. Leaving a few Dawn to shambles. Okay, another blocker.
What will he send up? Sends up a Bonnie to keep one Bonnie alive at the very least.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, if Tyler had killed the Bonnie last turn, he wouldn't have been able to reestablish his board.
Yeah. But this might be. Is that a Zoro right there?
He drew his Rush Zoro. Or no, he drew a Vista.
He drew a Vista, but I think there's a Zoro at the end of the stack right there.
Double Makino, Vista, Zoro. Yep. Put one Don on our leader to start. I agree. Seems pretty good.
Yep.
Oh
So
man.
let's
Just
see. He has to
uh
force the Zoro, not Zoro, the law blocks here. Force
yeah,
them
he
out.
has to force blockers. I agree.
Let's see. And Thomas does have 4 cards in hand. With a restand law, a Vista, a Bonnie. That's 3 cards we know of.
And we're going 9.
He's
9
going
lead.
9 starting.
Oh, and force the blocker. That's what you want to see. Now we can make this Whitebeard just a little bigger. Maybe clear the Bonnie. The question is, if he blocks 9, can we just swing this Whitebeard with no Don attached, force the block, play the Zoro, and end the game? That is the
for
line of play
another
that I'm
9.
That is the line of play that I'm looking at here.
It is very possible. That's 11. We do get the block.
Are we gonna go for it? We still have 2 life and we have 3 counterable cards in our hand. It might be hard to end the game for the law player here with the lack of those laws. Do we go for game here? Okay, we're playing the Zoro.
I think you do. You just push
Zoro's
for
a
it here for another
6K.
9.
Base 6K thanks to our leader.
This
4 cards in our opponent's hand. We know. I don't think we know it. We know one of them's a restand law.
Yeah, we know 3. We know 3 cards: Vista, restand law, and Bonnie. So the last card has to be a 2K.
I'll take those odds. If I'm Zoro here, I'm taking those odds.
Yeah, you go for it, and even if he does have it, Zoro has no way of winning because you have 5K counter in your hand.
Yes, there we go. 9, and Tyler takes it.
Tyler gets the revenge match, and
wow.
Tyler is first place at the Ohio Regional.
Tyler Collier is your Ohio One Piece Regional Champion on Red Zoro. What an excellent match.
Yes, it was definitely great. It was fun, and it was very well thought out and well played. He decides to be aggressive when he needs to be and passive when he needs to be.
Yeah, no, that was an excellent play. Honestly, both players played so well. Tyler really, Thomas really did his best to make a comeback there. Law kind of bricked in the opening, and he really played exceptionally well to fight his way into a chance of winning there. And we just saw, Whitebeard, crazy strong. He had a Bonnie whiff too, man. Oh, honestly, man, if that Bonnie found a 2K, he could have survived that attack. That Bonnie whiff was huge.
Not just Bonnie, there were many whiffs that game, from Nami to Bonnie. It was very unfortunate for Thomas. However, we're very, very well played to both players, Tyler and Thomas. Congratulations to Tyler for taking first place. But with this said, we will be wrapping up the event. I'd like to thank the staffs, the judges, for taking their time.
And that pretty much wraps up the event. That was in, June 24th, 2023. So I'm going to probably do some more breakdowns, like my point of view, Thomas' point of view, because I've talked with him a bunch since then. We're good friends now. And I've been meaning to upload this since this is just a VOD on Twitch from PlayTCG Arena. PlayTCG is also works with Eclipse Cards and Games, I believe, near Dallas, Texas. And I just wanted to upload this before the VOD gets taken down so I can look back at these matches and be like, hey, this was like a really fun weekend I didn't expect to happen. So if you like, feel free to like, comment, subscribe on the video. I really appreciate everyone's support, and I'll make more videos later.